At dawn, Africa awakens not with noise, but with purpose. The first light spreads slowly across the savanna, revealing a land shaped by patience and struggle, where survival depends not on luck, but on timing. Every creature that rises with the sun is already part of an unspoken contest, a race against thirst, hunger, heat, and the relentless movement of time. In the tall grass, insects stir, birds call cautiously, and distant herds begin to move. For an elephant family, the day begins with a journey. The ground beneath their feet is dry and cracked, a reminder that the rains have failed to arrive on schedule. At the center of the herd walks a young calf, his steps unsure, his strength limited, yet his determination guided by instinct and the silent protection of his mother. The matriarch leads them forward, drawing upon memories older than any map, remembering water sources that once saved her ancestors. Each step matters, because in this land, hesitation can be fatal. Not far away, a cheetah crouches low, her body perfectly designed for speed, but fragile when energy is wasted. She watches a group of gazelles grazing nervously, aware that this hunt may decide whether her cubs eat or starve. She waits, muscles coiled, calculating distance and timing, knowing she has only seconds to succeed. When she runs, the plains erupt into motion. Dust flies, hearts race, and life balances on a knife's edge. The chase is brief but decisive, a reminder that in Africa, survival is efficient, not cruel. As the sun climbs higher, heat tightens its grip, and far across the plains, vast herds of wildebeest gather, responding to an ancient signal written deep in their bodies. The Great Migration has begun. Millions move as one, driven by the promise of rain and fresh grass beyond the horizon. Their journey is long and merciless, filled with exhaustion, predators, and fear, yet standing still means certain death. When they reach a river swollen with danger, uncertainty spreads through the herd. Crocodiles wait beneath the surface, still and patient. One animal leaps, then another, and suddenly the crossing becomes chaos. Some make it across, others do not. But even loss feeds the land, proving that nothing here exists without purpose. As daylight fades, the race continues in quieter forms. Nocturnal hunters rise, guided by sound rather than sight. Owls glide silently, rodents search for food, and the night becomes a different kind of battlefield. Above it all, clouds gather, heavy with promise. When rain finally falls, it transforms the land almost overnight. Dust becomes green, silence becomes movement, and life surges forward with urgency. Breeding seasons begin, nests are built, and births must align perfectly with abundance. In Africa, timing is everything, and those who fail to match nature's clock are left behind. As seasons shift, the race against time does not slow, it merely changes form. In the shadow of rocky outcrops, a lion cub plays, unaware that his days of safety are numbered. His mother watches carefully, knowing that childhood here is brief and unforgiving. Soon, he must learn the skills that will determine his future. His first attempts at hunting are clumsy, filled with mistakes, but each failure carries a lesson. Strength is earned, not given, and time waits for no one. Nearby, birds build nests in hurried precision, sensing that food is plentiful only for a short while. Eggs are laid, young are raised, and within weeks, the abundance that supported them will fade. Along riverbanks refreshed by rain, plants grow rapidly, racing to flower and seed before drought returns. Even the smallest creatures live by urgency. The elephant calf, now stronger, reaches water at last, his survival secured not by speed, but by endurance and collective memory. Yet even this victory is temporary. The rains will not last forever. Grass will yellow, rivers will retreat, and the cycle will repeat. Predators adapt, prey remain alert, and every generation faces the same ancient challenges. Africa is often imagined as wild and chaotic, but in truth, it is governed by remarkable balance. Death feeds life, movement creates opportunity, and time shapes all outcomes. There are no villains here, only participants in an endless system where survival must be earned daily. As the sun sets once more, the land does not rest, it prepares. Tomorrow will bring new chases, new journeys, and new tests of endurance. The race never truly ends, because time itself is the greatest force on this continent. Those who adapt move forward. Those who fall behind become part of the land they once walked upon. And so, beneath the vast African sky, life continues, not in peace or cruelty, but in rhythm, a timeless race against time.